Welcome to the show. I'm Dylan Black. Hey, how do you know what superpowers that Dad really has? Well, you can get your kids to draw Dad. Yeah, simple as that. We've got more details right now. He is a dad of two, and he happens to be a country music superstar right here in Canada. His name is Brett Kissel. Hello, Brett.
Well, Dylan, it's great to be here, sitting on the couch and having a chat with you. Thank you.
Very nice to have you here. You are a busy guy. You're about to announce a gigantic tour?
Yeah, I mean, there's no rest for the wicked. We just got off the road, it seems like. We went across Canada, did over 50 concerts, and now later on this month, right after Father's Day, we're going to be announcing another 50-plus dates across Canada, and we're so excited. The We Were That Song tour will be the most extensive tour in Canadian music history.
Wow, that's got to be something to have that title?
Yeah, you know what, and we never really thought about, I think the reach that we would have, or the title that this tour would have, until other relationships that we've had with companies, from the Canadian Country Music Awards to the Canadian Independent Music Association, and all of these companies are saying, yeah, there's never been a tour like this. And we're saying, so as we fact-checked and we're looking, okay, so in history this may very well be the biggest tour that there's ever been, and then now that we've added another 50 dates, we know it.
How do you keep yourself in shape for all these dates?
Well, for me, I try to take it easy on the booze. I mean, everybody knows that in country music, it goes hand in hand, drinking cold beer and whiskey. Yeah. But I try to make sure that, I'm a little extra responsible. And one of the best things about being on tour is that I get to be with my wife and my daughters. Yeah. So my girls have come along on the road, and that really keeps me sane, keeps me happy, keeps me focused, and keeps me energized.
All right. Well, there's so much to talk to. We only have about 6.5 minutes together. There's a lovely picture of you and your family. Look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty special.
What's their names?
So the oldest one, Mila, she just turned 2. And Aria, our littlest one, she's a 1-year-old. She just turned 1 in May. And then, of course, we've got my wife, Cecilia, and our wiener dog, Charlie.
Okay.
And so it's a pretty complete family.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
The dog does count, absolutely.
Okay, well, before we get to the details of this amazing contest, the album's doing very well. We Were That Song, and you, millions of hits on the internet. Yeah. Millions of hits.
It's really special to know that we've got that reach around the world now. Obviously, my fans here in Canada are so special and have been a part of my career from the beginning. But to go now around the world, obviously play in the United States and travel, and just know that our Spotify numbers in places like China or Italy or Germany are super strong. Like we're at 44 million hits on this, and it's like these are numbers that I would have never thought. Okay.
Okay, so when it comes to your kids, I mean, you've got this contest coming up, and what does it mean for you to be a dad with Father's Day around the corner?
It's the best thing. Without question, it's the best title that I'll ever have. I think it gets me very focused on doing as many great things as I can for my family and for my little girls, to make sure they've got a great life to grow up into, and make sure that we can take care of them and let them be whatever it is that they want to be. So that title of dad is definitely very important.
Yeah, so a new dad, for the most part. They're very young. Some of the best memories so far?
Well, it's, I think been on the road and being able to go to all these different provinces and travel and experience these things with your kids. I'm very lucky that, I grew up now in 2018, I'm a parent in this day and age. I can FaceTime my kids when I'm not with them, but being with them when we're, say, in Toronto at Ripley's Aquarium, we're here in Ottawa, and we get to visit the Parliament building together. All these experiences, doing that together, there's nothing better.
Okay, how does the contest work?
So what we've done is we've paired up with our great friends at Marks Canada. So what we have is the hashtag called Superhero Dad. We're encouraging all dads and father figures across Canada to get their kids and get out a piece of paper and have them draw your superhero qualities. So it's been very special looking at Instagram and Twitter at those who've tagged me and Marks and used the hashtag already. And what we're doing, Dylan, is we're going to send someone, and we're going to draw their name and send them to the Grey Cup later on in November. We're also going to give someone a $500 gift card. We're also going to send somebody on a shopping spree with me, and we're going to have a blast.
It's not bad. Shopping spree with you.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get you outfitted. Boots, jeans, everything. Hoodies, jackets, underwear. Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah. Cool cowboy hat, perhaps?
You know what? Marks hasn't had that just yet, but I'm talking with them, and we're going to see if we can maybe get a Brett Kissel model in there.
I think that'd be a good idea. I know you're a humble guy, and you're a country guy, and humble beginnings. And I heard a story through the grapevine that when you began began your career, you actually played a gig in return for not cash, but something else.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting story. I was playing in Neilburg, Saskatchewan, and I realized that the amount of what they were considering paying me to play was the same amount of a purebred bull. So we made a trade. How redneck is this? We made a trade, and instead of paying me in money, they paid me in a purebred bull that I hooked up obviously to our cattle trailer, and I brought it back home and surprised my mom and my dad. Said, "Look what I got paid with."
My gosh, what was their reaction?
My dad loved it. My dad's been a cattle rancher for many years, and so the breed was called Speckled Park, which is unique to Canada. They kind of look like Dalmatians, white with black spots, and that was very, very special. So that was kind of the first day that I started my own herd on the farm with my dad, my uncles, and my brother.
That's so much fun. At the age of 6, you got your first guitar?
That's right.
Wow, and you never looked back?
No, and I never thought it would ever make it into a career, but I'm awfully glad that it has.
Where do you know what parts of town around here, Ottawa Valley and such, you'll be dropping in on?
Well, when our tour is announced later on this month, we've got a few events, obviously, that are definitely within driving distance of Ottawa. We hit up Ottawa on the first part of our tour, but there's a community. I'm not going to, well, I shouldn't be saying it, but I don't mind. I think there's a lot of fans that are obviously watching Daytime Ottawa, but great community of Brockville. We've been talking with them about coming out and performing, and obviously once you get out to Kingston and a bunch of other places within great driving distance.
It's going to be a heck of a summer for country music star Brett Kissel. Thank you very much for being here today.
Pleasure's all mine.
And of course, all the details in this very cool Dad's Day contest, go to marks.com.
Please do.
Thank you. More Daytime coming up in moments right here on Rogers TV. Thanks for being here as always.